What's good? What's good? Your boy Mike says, Speak Ya Clout Podcast. Live every Saturday, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Got my brother with me, Bob Crack. My nigga
Yo,
Raw
what's up,
Pop.
everyone?
Always in Northern Ireland, bro.
Yep, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, man. 30 years it will be for this album. We're talking about the trio from Detroit, Michigan, Natas, in their debut album from 1992, Life After Death. Be reviewing that for y'all. Um, Big Natas fans, like people should know that. Look at the
Oh
nigga,
yeah,
look at my nigga Ross fucking profile pic right there. You know,
yeah.
like I'm a diehard Natas fan. They are my favorite group ever in the Wicket Shit. Favorite hip hop groups of all time. I love this fucking group. Like, you want to know how we got into Esham and Natas? There's plenty of videos out there, so we're not gonna do that. We're just gonna get to the fucking album. 1992, Esham dropped Judgment Day, double album. He worked on Insane Clown Posse's first full-length album. First joke was called Carnival of Carnage in 1992, and he dropped Life After Death with Natas, Mastermind TNT in 1992 as well. So yeah, it is. To be honest, it's not one of my favorite Natas albums, but it's my least favorite of that classic era.
The
You
first
know,
five, yeah.
yeah, before Life After up until Wicked Worldwide. You know what I'm saying? But I like it better than fucking End of the World and Godlike. Fuck everybody, but yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely.
yeah. So yeah, Nada's Life After Death. Let's get right into it, man. Life After Death, the first song. I love how it starts off with a sample from Prince, Let's Go Crazy. I'm a big Prince fan,
Dearly
The,
beloved.
the Dear Beloved part, fucking fire. Then the Beastie Boys sample comes from Paul Bearer. So fucking dope. That beat is crazy. I like how Esham Mastermind and TNT trade bars on here. The Life After Death. Which one do you choose? From my point of view, ain't got shit to lose. Life ain't shit but a state of mind. I hear voices in my head that keep telling me I'm dead. I love that. Trading bars off. I also love the Beastie samples during the chorus. Definitely
I
one of the
shot
dope.
those suckers and I'll shoot the
The
rest.
rest, yeah, it's just fire, bro. You know, definitely one of the dopest songs on the album for sure, and one of my favorites from Nada's period. Um, Esham is not, fucking around with the production either on here. From out the gate, early on, he was still dope with the production. One of the most underrated MCs and producers as well. Straight the fuck up, Esham.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's my thoughts on Life After Death, the first track, title track on the album. What's your thoughts on this, Ross?
Yeah, I think I mean it's one of the best tracks on the album for sure. It's sort of an iconic kind of track of theirs. If you were to make a compilation, you definitely have to put this song on there. To represent this album, in my opinion.
Of
And
course.
yeah, like you said, love the production on this. Very rough, this album, but it's dope. You know what I mean? Like, this is when, Esham, I think, was still recording stuff in his house. You know what I mean? Like, very rough and ready kind of production. At this stage, he was sampling from many different sources and sort of putting it all together. And yeah, it just has a real kind of grimy, grungy feel, but it really adds to the charm of it, And yeah, just that doo-dum, doo-dum, doo-dum,
Yeah.
doo-dum. It sounds menacing and evil, and you got those like synths over the top of it too. And yeah, all three of them on this song just kind of going back and forth, and great chemistry between all three of them. And of course, this song, was kind of brought into the news a few years later over that controversy that happened with the teenager who killed himself,
Yeah.
allegedly to this song. And you hear a sample on that on their third album, Do You Believe in God, on the song Natas, the self-titled track. And yeah, controversial for that, but yeah, love the song. They're pretty much just talking about how wicked they are, and just yeah, it's a very, very dope song. And yeah, it's a great, great track. Just love the overall vibe of it and just how kind of raw it sounds. And yeah, great way to kick off the album for sure.
Yeah, great breakdown, Ross. I wish I was in touch with my nigga Steven Olivera, the nigga that got me into all this shit. Hey, this is his favorite album. This is his favorite album. Like I was always like, what the fuck? This is your favorite album? Yeah, and he had the red cassette, like the red foil cassette.
Oh
Like,
yes, I know the one you mean. Yeah.
yeah, he had all that shit, bro. All right, get to the second track. Did It Like That. Another drum with some Beastie Boys samples on here.
Yeah, like so much License to Ill on here.
Yeah, a lot of it.
And some Pulse Boutique on here as well. Had a
Yep.
lot.
Oh yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Dope beat, and I like the use of sampling. You know, TNT rides the beat lovely with his sexcapades and that slinky, kinky line. The way he says that was definitely influenced by Violent J because he raps in that same exact cadence on The Show Must Go On off Riddle Box. The exact same cadence. So yeah, I had to throw that in there. But not one of my favorite songs, but overall it's a decent track, you know. And it's almost 5 minutes long. It's like, goddamn.
Yeah.
It's not whack enough, and it's not one of my favorites.
Yeah, I have to be honest. Like, this is probably one of my least favorite, if not possibly my least favorite. It's definitely in the bottom kind of range.
Yeah.
It's not terrible. You know, at this point, you know, this is TNT solo track, and at this point, you know, he was very green. And you know, I remember hearing Isham say in interviews like TNT was very reluctant to rap. You know what I mean? He was apparently it was a real kind of like effort to get him to rap. You know what I mean? Isham really pushed for it, and I guess he just was, you know, TNT just really wasn't up for it. And yeah, like I mean, he was dope. Like he had talent from the get go, but at this stage, you know, he would get a lot better. You know, on subsequent albums, and yeah, it's not like horrible, but like I just don't think it's that great. His delivery's a little bit kind of lackadaisical, not really that energetic on this track. And
with the burgundy, I don't like that shit. I'll be honest.
No, and I think the production on this track is just kind of average. You know, it's not really anything too crazy compared to some of the other tracks. So yeah, it's one of my least favorites on the album. I don't like hate it or anything, but it's a bit of a skipper for me.
Yeah, I don't blame you, brother.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan of like later Isham, but on DMT sessions, that little skit when T's like, "Yeah, fuck these rap niggas." I thought shit was fire though. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
He's talking his shit on that album. Yeah.
And like End of the World, he scorches that album. TNT.
Yeah, there's some songs that I really like. Dead Man Don't Sing or something. That's fire. And he samples my favorite Jimi Hendrix song of all time, "Burning of the Midnight Lamp."
Yeah.
And I marked out for that because I love that Jimmy song, bro. All right. Whew. This is a favorite of ours. You know us. Dance. Bro. My absolute favorite song on the album. Amazing Isham solo song. That Prince sample, crazy.
Bat Dance?
Yeah, Bat Dance. And Ice-T as well, bro. You know? The beat is so good. You know? Dark shit, wicked shit. Ever Dance with the Devil in the Pale Moonlight from Batman as well. You know? I like that. First I gotta kill my people. Shot my father in the temple. Stuck my mother with a butcher knife. Now it's time to take my own life. He killed that shit. And I keep dancing with the devil in the moonlight. That shit is so good, bro. That's so fucking fire, you know? Amazing. And he's generous to putting that on here. That could have went on Judgment Day or something, you know? But yeah, Dance is beyond fire. Shit, it made it my top 25 Isham songs. Well, how many we did in that episode, but it was on there, I believe. Fire.
Yeah.
My thoughts on Dance.
I agree with you. This is my favorite track from the album too. I think it blows most of the songs on this album out of the water.
Yeah, it's too good.
It is too good. I mean, Isham pretty much like completely in his bag here. Love the way he flows over this. Love the beat. You know, that bass line, doom 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 doom, like very dark, but at the same time upbeat and very like kind of funky, but like it's just like very kind of menacing beat, and I just love the way he flows over it. Let me start my flow in 1992, stuck in your mind like crazy glue. He shines back once more for you. Like just the way he rides that is absolutely impeccable. Love the Zap and Roger sample as well. I can make you dance if
that
you
song,
want me to. Yeah.
that song originally is fucking banging, my nigga. I
Oh,
love
it
that song.
is. Yeah, it is.
Oh shit, my nigga Lord Zero in the house. You feel me?
Yeah, what's up,
And the
Lord
boys
Zero?
all fucking day. You know the vibes.
Yeah, love the way he used that and to make it sound quite demonic. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
yeah, it's just a great song, and it ends off all crazy, of him killing his family and all that, and
Yeah.
wanting to kill himself. Like, yeah, it's a crazy track, one of my favorites. Yeah, and I think it's probably one of his best songs ever, Isha.
I agree.
So, yeah, incredible track. Dance track 3.
Oh yeah. Then track 4 we get Toss Up. Another sex song. Mastermind sets it off straight to the point. This talks about running through bitches. TNP Rock's second verse, gotta work that pussy like a 9 to 5. Each time got the best verse on here. It's not one of my favorites, I'll be honest. It's not. I like the more dark. There's one sex song in here that is great. That is really good, but that's okay. It's not one of my favorites.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's okay. I quite like the production on this. Kind of funky. But it's not anything too remarkable, in my opinion. Nice to hear all 3 guys on it. I'm sure this is something we'll touch on later, but there's a real lack of that on this album. Like, spoiler alert, there are 3 tracks, only 3 tracks out of 20 with all 3 guys on it. And we're already up to track 4, and this is the second track with all 3 guys on it. So
I know if you're a group, you should be on every fucking track. I understand some solos, but come on, my nigga, like.
Yeah, I mean, I think Ghetto Boys did it really well. Like the perfect balance of like group songs, but like solo songs as well. Especially on We Can't Be Stopped. I think it was perfectly split between all 3 members getting 3 solo songs each, and they had 3 group songs as well. It was like perfect. Yeah, you definitely can do it, but yeah, this is the balance on this album is way off. And Toss Up, this song has all 3 guys on it. There are songs that we'll get to later that I think would be better if they had all 3 guys on them. But yeah, this song's it's just kind of average. It's really not that great.
Yeah, I agree. I'm not too crazy about that shit either. And next, if like fucking another sex song ain't enough, you get Bitch Stop Lying. I dig the beat.
I like this one.
The samples are dope. TNT just exposing lying assholes. I'll be honest, I don't like it that much. I'll keep it 1,000. The beat I do like more than the fucking content. I'll keep it 1,000.
Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Production wise, it's very different for Esham. Like I was listening to this thinking, sounds kind of East Coastish. This song, you know what I mean?
I can see that.
I think it's with the horn samples and stuff like that in the background. Definitely has a bit of a jazzy kind of New York feel to it. I quite like it. I think it's probably my favorite. It's probably tied as my favorite TNT solo track. Quite like the way he floats over it. Flows over it. I think he sounds pretty good on it. His flow like reminds me of someone, but I can't think of who. Like just the way he raps on that. I don't know. He's definitely like mimicking someone, but I can't think of who. But yeah, it definitely stands out production wise, and just it was the song that kind of took me back when I was listening to it. It's like this doesn't really fit on the album, like production wise at all. It doesn't really sound like anything else on there. But it's a decent track. I would say I quite like this one. Bitch Stop Lying. I got a girlfriend. Bitch Stop Lying. Of course, that's NWA.
Yeah, Bitch Stop Lying.
From Gangsta.
Now, in my opinion, we get some good shit on here. Bad Guys Never Lose. I love how dark the production is on here. Mastermind sets it off great. I got your death certificate whenever you want it. That shit's hard, bro. Dope ass Mastermind solo track. I love how the joint, like, he mentioned Bart Simpson and Steve Urkel. I was a big Simpsons fan back in the day. Family Matters, you know. This is the content that should have been on here more. Shit like this, in my opinion. Personal opinion. I fucks with it heavy.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think this is a very dope track. Production-wise, a lot darker too. And I think Mastermind did a great track. This is his first solo track. He has 8 solo tracks on this album.
That nigga, I was thinking about that. Nigga, you got busy on here.
He did. It's pretty much like if you wanted to, you could take all his solo songs and make like a mini album for yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this is a dope track though. I like the way he kicks it off. The clock is ticking to your death day. I can't wait till you help meet your fate. Your time is low, but my temper is high. Another punk must die for fucking with a bad guy. Like he was dope from the get go. Like Isham and TNT, I believe they were like childhood friends. Like I think they were friends for a long, long time. But Mastermind, they all went to the same school. And I think Mastermind kind of auditioned. I think he gave Isham a tape, and yeah, always loved his delivery. Like very different compared to anyone else I know. Like no one else quite like Mastermind, and yeah, he was dope. Yeah, I like this track. Dope production. Definitely a lot darker compared to the previous songs. Most of the previous songs up to this point, and yeah, it's dope. The only thing I don't like, that Eazy-E sample that they're using. That's he once was a folk.
Away. That shit.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that as a hook.
I like the song a lot, but yeah, I agree with that.
It's like it's funny on the Eazy-E track, you know what I mean? Shut the fuck up, what Eazy-E says, whatever.
Yeah, it makes no sense,
Yeah, I wouldn't use it as a hook, but apart from that, I like the overall vibe of it. Just it's one of those kind of like noisy, kind of messed up like beats, you know what I mean? It's kind of hard to describe, but yeah, you know what I mean when you listen to it, sort of thing. Bad Guys Never Lose. I think it's pretty dope track.
Oh yeah. Then get the 7th track, One Time for Your Mind. Absolutely love the sample on here. Lyrically, Mastermind delivers. Only if Einstein would have wrote rhymes, his name would have been Unbeatable Mastermind. Another banging Mastermind solo track. Like Ross said, he's on here quite a bit. But yeah, I fuck with this track. Definitely.
Yeah, I like the song too. It sounds like a 70s kind of rock kind of sample.
Yeah, I was thinking about that shit when I was writing it up. Yeah,
kind of has that vibe to it. A little bit more kind of laid back, but just kind of sets the stage for Mastermind to kind of wreck it again. It's a dope track. Not too much to say about this one, but yeah, I like some really dope lines in this. Yours for you to enjoy and envy. The devil is in me, so I'm living in sin. See, like, you know what I mean? He was on that Wicket Shit, So yeah, I like this track. It's another double.
Oh yeah. Then we get shout out to Steve, man, my boy, not Molardi One, dude I grew up with, who got me into this shit. Get my head together. Isham talking about coming down from a bad trip. Niggas was really talking about, taking acid and really doing it. Didn't go to acid rap for nothing. You can definitely tell E is freestyling on here. The beat and the samples are dope. It's real dark. But suck my toe, hey yo, and all that. I don't like that shit. I'll keep it 1,000. I never did, but I do like the song. But
he's on that Big Daddy Kid shit.
Oh shit. Yeah, if he wrote it and put effort into it, it'd be more fire. I don't know. Just that little. I like it. The concept's dope.
Yeah, I've always had a bit of a mixed reaction to this song because production-wise, it's very dope. It's probably one of the best tracks on the album. Yeah. Production-wise, really gets across that kind of feeling of like paranoia and like. He opens the track saying, I hear voices in my head hears voices. Like his overall cadence on the song is perfect for the production as well. You really feel like this guy's kind of losing his mind, and like that's what the whole song's about. It's basically just, he's playing the role of this person where everything's falling apart around him, and the beat is perfect for that. But like you said, like he. Pretty sure like he was just freestyling this, and some of it works, like some dope lines in here, but other parts, yeah, not so good. It's not a bad track. I do kind of enjoy it, but considering we've only got 2 Isham solo tracks on this album, Dance, which we already covered in this one. There's a big difference in terms of quality. Like Dance is far better.
God. Yeah,
I don't mind the fact that Isham only has 2 solo tracks. Like you said earlier, he did Judgment Day, Volume 1 and Volume 2 the same year, so it's like we got plenty of Isham from that for that years. But
Yeah.
compared to like a lot of his other stuff around that time, it's not that good. But it's not a bad track. It's decent.
I like the beat.
The beat's very good,
Yeah.
and like you said, I like the concept of it. I just don't think he quite stuck the landing.
Yeah, I agree with that one. Now we get a song I do fuck with. Hellraiser. Absolute
Oh,
banger.
yeah, it's fair.
One of my favorite songs on the album, easily. I love the bass on this shit. It's 92 full the year, the Hellraiser. Fire. I'm the one totally fucking your world up. Like, Mastermind is nasty. Love this joint. And that shit is fire with the fucking Flavor Flav sample.
Hellraiser. Yeah. Yo, we gotta do something about that, man.
Yeah. Mastermind is so fucking dope, bro. He killed that shit. I love that song. Hellraiser's fire, man.
Yeah, this is another very dope production. Yeah, it sounds really evil. Got the and then you just got like this kind of brooding kind of bass in the background. Sounds really evil. Sounds like a monster's about to wake up or something. You know what I mean? And Mastermind, he did a great job on this. Dark. But I love his delivery. Like I said earlier, just very, very dope track. And I love that hook too. Very dope.
Oh yeah, brother. Now we get Bitches on My Mind. Another sex song, funky beat. I definitely love the beat.
Bitches. Yeah.
Yeah. Mastermind is talking about running through bitches, even fucking bitches' mothers and shit. Straight savagery on this track. It's not as bad as some other sex tracks on here, but it's not one of my favorites either. I'm just keeping it a buck on him, man. Personally,
mm-hmm. Yeah, I feel I mean, I quite like this track. It's probably one of Mastermind's lesser tracks on here. He has a lot of dope stuff on here. But I still quite liked it. For me, I enjoyed the fact that it was probably the fastest track of the album tempo-wise. It samples Atomic Dog. And very upbeat, and Mastermind does a great job of keeping up with the fast tempo. So just from like a kind of rapping point of view and him sort of keeping up, I enjoy it on that level. But yeah, like the lyrical content, it's like it's another sex song. And he's pretty good at it, but it's not really his forte. You know what I mean? Like we just came off, Hellraiser. And
I know, bro.
You know what I mean, which is one of the darker, kind of more evil tracks in this. Well, I guess maybe what they were going for was trying to go for a variety and sort of mixing things up, but they go back to the sex well too many times.
It's too much.
I still like this song, but it's not. Yeah, it's not one of the best tracks either.
No. Then we get Mysterious Ways. I think Lord Zero said that's his favorite song on the record.
That's a good choice. That's a very good choice.
It's one of my favorites, my nigga. Great beat. That Beastie Boys Shake Your Rump, I believe.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Sample's crazy. Mastermind is great for setting off tracks. Each of them does his thing on here, the second verse as well. I love when he spells out unholy. He always done that. UNHOLY. I love when he does that shit.
Popping up no lie. Yeah.
I love this shit. Selling your soul ain't shit to me. And I will never get in heaven. Well, it's a mystery. Fire. I love when the devil samples come in. Like devil. That shit is fucking amazing, bro. Like he's underrated. Big facts production wise.
Oh yeah, definitely.
So dope. Such an amazing song. I love this track. Mysterious Ways. Great song.
Yeah,
Devil. That's so fucking good.
Yeah, it's so simple but so effective.
Yeah.
And this is a highlight on the album for me as well. And like you said, that Beastie Boys sample, he basically just took that bit from Shake Your Rump, but like slowed it down, but it sounds so cool, And my only complaint is that I think this would have been great with all three guys on it, because you got Mastermind and Nishan, but I would love a little bit of TNT on there as well, just to make it, Because you got 3 Mastermind verses and 1 Isham verse. I don't know. It just would have been great with all 3 of them on there.
I
But
agree.
fantastic track. Mastermind did a fantastic job. As usual. And then when Isham comes in, I think he kind of blows he kind of steals the show. You know what I mean? Even though he only has the 1 verse, he's absolutely fantastic. I mean, he's my favorite MC ever. I just love his delivery, and it's a great track, and it's everything that you kind of want from Natas. You know what I mean? Dark, evil. You know what I mean? And love these guys' voices. Love their chemistry together. It's great stuff.
Absolutely. Great song. Another great song of my eyes, Rocket Deadly.
Oh, yes.
Absolutely love the beat on here. Mastermind just spitting that wicked shit on here. No need for a referee because Natas don't play fair. That shit is hard as fuck.
Yeah, I love that.
You know? Rocking the Deadly is the path I choose to take. Leaving them dead is the choice I choose to make. Mastermind is dead nice. Great track, bro. I love Rocket Deadly. And then that Rocket Dead. Oh, man. So good. And the remastered version of this sounds amazing. Shout out to fucking Isham. The box set. Put it on streaming platforms as well. Amazing.
Yeah, this is I think one of the best tracks on the album as well. Love the production on here. It sounds like like an evil Bay Area kind of synth. You know what I mean? It's like an Banksish kind of synth, but like made really evil. Very like acidy. Very like, I don't know. That's kind of how I would describe it, which is perfect, obviously, because Isham calls this stuff acid rap. That's kind of what it sounds like. Very kind of liquidy synth. You know what I mean? You can just, it's like syrupy. You know what I mean? It's kind of hard to explain, but like perfect for this song. Just sounds really evil. And Mastermind, he caught a body on here. Love towards the start of the song when he says, Natas are my helpers in homicide. Come ride the death chamber, but your life is the cost of the ride.
Fucking fire.
Fantastic stuff. And like you said in the intro as well, Rocket Deadly. Right. This might be my favorite beat on the album, actually. I think it's flames. And this is a track, Mastermind killed it, no complaints there, but imagine if all 3 guys were on it. I think this would have been an awesome track with all 3 guys on it. But one of my highlights on the album for sure, Rocket Deadly.
Can't go wrong with that. Shit's amazing. Then we get Who Am I? Real dark, atmospheric beat. TNT speaks on racism on this track and about death. Not too much to say, but it's a dope track. I fucks with it. Way better than any sex track that's other than the one that I really, really like on here.
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because TNT's first 2 solo tracks so far have been like kind of sexual, kind of like, songs not to be taken that seriously. Yeah. And then like his second 2 solo tracks, definitely much more like conscious kind of tracks, you know what I mean? Talking about, real life stuff that, black men go through. And it's a pretty dope song. It's probably my favorite solo track from him on the album. Like you said, the beat for this it's really perfect for the subject matter. It's kind of cold, atmospheric. Like you definitely get the vibe of like this is a guy kind of at the end of his rope. You know what I mean? Yeah. And his delivery on this track too is perfect for that as well. He sounds kind of distraught and sort of struggling with continuing on and things like that. Very dope delivery, and I liked it. I thought it was a good track and something a bit different. Compared to like most of the stuff that I know for TNT. Like I said when we reviewed some of the later Natas albums, like he reminds me of like an Eazy-E or something like that. Later on, just like he's very gangster. Like TNT has some of the most gangster verses on some of the other stuff, especially like Pop and stuff like that. But
I think he had his coming out party on Blasphemy.
Yeah. Hands on my nutsack and Killers Don't Talk. Yeah, for sure.
Actually, dope sex songs in there. Like We're Pussy on a Saturday Night is fucking fire. Like,
Oh yeah. We'll definitely cover Blasphemy someday. I
Oh,
mean,
you damn right we will. I love that album.
yeah. Like with Isham and Natas, like for anyone who doesn't know, like between me and you and Mobile RD1, that's kind of what kind of brought us together.
You
So
damn right.
that's why it means a lot to us. Not just like the music, but it also helps introduce ourselves to each other. So
Yep.
um, yeah, Who Am I think is a pretty solid track. It's dark, but not in a Satan kind of way. It's dark in a real life way, real life production. So yeah, it's a dope track. I like it.
Oh yeah. Fuck yeah, brother. I know this is one of Roy's favorites, man. One of my favorites too. Spent My Last on a Hoe. Hands down the best song on here, sex wise in my opinion. His sex song on here. One of the best songs on the album, period, Money ain't shit but a piece of paper. Love that line.
Yeah,
Suck my
which
dick.
is true.
Yeah, it's facts. Suck my dick till it hurts your neck. Each time I'm coming up on some raunchy shit. Suck my dick with a rubber.
Blow it like a hubba bubba.
Yeah, I love that. It had to cost us. Spent my last piece of cash just to get a little bit of ass. So that TNT does its thing on here as well. Masterminds, ends it lovely. It's a great song. It's fantastic in my opinion. I love that track. Like the other sex songs are kind of like just lazy and thrown together. Seriously, that's what I feel. What hurts this record, but fucking Spend My Last on a Hoe is perfect. He's perfect.
Yeah, I agree. A big part of it for me as well is the production. I love that sample. That dum 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 dum.
Yep.
It just fits the subject matter perfectly. You know what I mean? Some kind of like fly kind of pimp shit. You know what I mean? I know like Too Short used that sample at the start of Shorty the Pimp as well during the intro.
Word.
And it just fits the song really, really well. This is the third and final track of all three guys on it. And very, very dope track. Sex songs, they're very hit and miss, but this one's a hit, you know what I mean? I just love how they kind of float over the beat as well. Like just their kind of overall kind of stage. You can tell that they're kind of having fun with it. You know what I mean? They're not taking it too seriously. And I just love the overall kind of vibe of the song. And not to be taken too seriously, obviously. But Spent My Last on a Hoe. It's one of my favorite tracks on the album. And it's like you said, it blows all the other sexual tracks on here out of the water for sure.
On my other podcast, Goose Club Gallery, 5-piece on Favorite Lovers, we did top 5 love songs. And I was going to have this on here, but I said, nah, I got to put Prophylactic Tactics.
Yeah, I mean, that's something worth mentioning. Like, obviously there are a lot of sex tracks on here, but it's something that they never got rid of, really. At least with the next few albums, Blasphemy, had a few sexual tracks, like you mentioned, Wet Pussy on a Saturday Night, and even like He Raped Me, remember that as well. Prophylactic Tactics on Do You Believe in God? Multicillionaire had that like Two Breast, One Biscuit. That track, and then Wicket Worldwide had Cancun. Godlike had that Isham song, Bitches But I Want the Fuck, which isn't very good. I can't remember if there were any on the End of the World or
I can't remember. I don't listen to those at a consistent basis. I just don't.
Yeah, I feel. But Spent My Last on a Hoe, definitely a highlight on the record. So
absolutely. You get the chance, bro. Check private chat.
Yeah, sure.
Some good news.
Oh, dope.
Oh yeah, it's in a matter of just cleaning it because it got that fucked up power outage. But I agree with everything you said about that one. What track we on? 15?
Yep, number 15.
Bitch, you can't have me.
Oh, there.
This is kind of frustrating. They just did a dope sex song previously on the last track. This is definitely inferior to Spent My Last on a Hoe, in my opinion. Album sequencing is very important, in my opinion. Like, and this wasn't a good follow-up to Spent My Last on a Hoe. It stinks of filler. It's not. I don't like it. I straight up don't like it. Straight up, my personal opinion. Especially after that.
Yeah, to have two songs back to back about the same thing
Yes, I
isn't
don't like that.
very. Yeah, that's not a very good idea. And also, I was listening to this, and this is the first time that this came to my mind.
Yeah.
But this actually sounds like something that could have been on erotic poetry.
I don't like that shit, dog. I tried, and I'm a huge
Yeah, yeah.
Mark, but
Oh yeah, same here. And like, even the beat on this sounds like something that would be on that. It's very cheap sounding, not very good.
cheap. Yeah, it is. It is.
And this has TNT and Isham together on it. I wish
Yeah.
they did a different song together.
I know some wicked shit, something, bro.
Yeah, at least it's not that long. But yeah, no, I'm not a big fan of this one. It's probably the weakest track on the album.
When I was a kid, I always struggled with Life After Death. I always did. I don't know what it was, but the good songs that are really good songs, but the sex songs just don't hit for me. A lot of them, you know. But yeah. Then we get Home of the Brave. Definitely a palate cleanser from the last track, in my personal opinion. You know,
Yeah,
Mastermind solo track, shit is dope, man. I ain't got really much to say about it, but yeah, it's definitely dope.
yeah, I'm pretty much in a complete agreement with you. This isn't like a highlight, but it's not a low light either. It's a decent track. Mastermind did his thing on here, and the beat it's kind of like has like a certain kind of groove to it, but it's not really that too remarkable. I don't want to say filler, but it's kind of there for me. Home of the Brave. It's not bad, but it's not anything too crazy in my opinion.
I agree, brother. Now we get Dirty Mind, another sex song. At this point, it's too much. You know, the song is just mad to me. The beat is dope. Definitely not one of my favorites for sure. Mastermind solo joint again. That nigga, man, he run this record. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, he did.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I think the production's very dope. I love the kind of like dreamlike kind of vibe on here.
Yeah, the beat is better than the subject, man. My personal opinion. Man.
Yeah, it has like a nighttime kind of feel to it. And to be fair, I think the subject matter fits that production pretty well. But yeah, like you said, you're getting fatigued at this point, and also this album's very long.
It's long, yo.
It's very long. It's like a no limit album. 20 songs, no intros, no skits, nothing.
My little brother was like, "Want to roll up?" I was like, "Yeah." Then fucking, I threw this on, and I was like,
Dirty Mind, decent. I don't mind it too much, but yeah, at this point in the album, fatigue is certainly setting in, and yeah, it's okay.
Yeah. I agree with what Antoine said, big time, bro. I really agree with that statement right there. And I was expecting more I think me and Russ talked about that when we first started talking. I was like, yeah, it could have been more darker. Definitely. But yeah, what are we on now? 18?
That sounds right.
18? I ain't got shit to lose. In the intro, we get some clip of a female talking about, drugs in the black community. TNT talking about life's ills in the ghetto, I got the ghetto blues and it's all bad news, Simple fucking line, but I like that shit. Dope track for sure. Like I like T on that kind of wave better than the sex tracks on this particular album, in my personal opinion. TNT's one of my favorites too, but he shines on that kind of content, in my personal opinion.
Yeah, I mean, I agree, but at the same time, this is too similar to Who Am I?
I can see that. I can see that too. I can see that too.
It's pretty similar, honestly.
Yeah.
I like the Who Am I production wise better too. This is okay, but yeah, this album kind of loses steam towards the end, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's another okay-ish track. I don't hate it, but again, that's my kind of big issue. If Who Am I wasn't on here, maybe I'd feel a bit differently. But I just feel like that song does it better. Does the same subject matter better.
That's a great point. That's a great point because it is, Next, in the name of our LP, man, the beat on here is mad grim and dark. Mastermind kill shit on here, rapping that, repping that real life product, representing his label. Dope song. It's not one of my personal favorites, but it's dope. I would say it's dope.
This is a song for you to meditate on.
That's fire. That is
Yeah.
fire. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, this is it's definitely it picks up again towards the end. Not anything incredible, but it's a solid track. I like Mastermind a lot, and yeah, like you said, the production's pretty dope on here, nice and dark, and yeah, he's pretty much like you said, representing RLP and like saying this is what we have in store for you. I like he says that line, he reuses it multiple times in different songs. Natas is in the house to hunt it for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's dope.
and the way he says it too.
Yeah, the way he spits it is so dope.
I love Mastermind. He's my second favorite member.
Yeah, and yeah, some of our dope lines. Which suckers want some and need some of this? God damn, the wicked bass is thunderous. It's just like pretty much just pimping. RLP as a label and what music they put out. It's pretty good. I would actually think this would be better towards the start of the album, maybe.
Yeah. Get rid of the toss up. It's a toss up.
Yeah. But I don't know. Maybe this is their way of kind of like plugging the label overall. Check out our other stuff. I don't know. But yeah, decent track. Pretty good.
Let me end the record off with "Dancing on Your Grave." Oh man, that beat I love.
This is dope, yeah.
It's fire, and oh my god, I love that. You never seen a nigga do a hell of a grave dance. That shit is fire. I love this song. Each time comes correct on here as well. Fucking dope ass song. I'm gonna say what Ross said. It would be doper if like all three of them was on a lot of these tracks. And the sex songs are trimmed the fuck down.
Yeah.
But we'll get to Ross's thoughts on. Probably give a whole synopsis on the record. Give Ross thoughts on Dancing on Your Grave.
Yeah, I think this is a dope track and a dope way to end it off. You know what I mean? They ended off on a high note here. I love Isham on this track. Footprints all in the dirt, bloods on my t-shirt. I piss on your grave, so watch a straight G work. And then he does that. I'm a homicidal vital, so watch me rock my recital. DUNHOLY is my motherfucking title. He murdered that, and yeah, Mastermind, he did his thing as well. What is it he says? Why would you tamper with a maniac? Reasons unknown. So where that microphone, I'm carving your headstone. You know what I mean? That was dope too.
So
yeah, this is a dope track. Kind of upbeat. You know what I mean? It's dark, but it's quite upbeat. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a weirdly triumphant way at the end of the album. You know what I mean? It's like it's a dark song, but it's quite a fun dark song, if that makes any sense. You know what I mean? And yeah, I like Dancing on Your Grave. It's definitely one of the best tracks on the album, I think.
Oh yeah.
But I agree, TNT should have been on it.
Yeah, definitely. Natas Life After Death, 1992 debut album. I would give this 3 mics. I want to give it 3.5 because the dance is on this motherfucker. I'll give it 3.5. Complaints already had is like they did trim the sex songs down, have all 3 members on like a lot of the tracks. Fucking top 3 songs on here. I go with Dance, Mysterious Ways, and Life After Death, probably the title track.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. I'm going to give it 3.5 as well, because there is a lot of dope stuff on there, like really dope stuff. Life After Death, the title track, Dance is incredible. Bad Guys Never Lose is dope. Hellraiser, Mysterious Ways, Rocket Deadly, Spent My Last on a Hoe, Dancing on Your Grave. Like, those are all really dope tracks. And then, there are some solid tracks on here. I thought Bitch Stop Lying was fine. One Time for Your Mind's pretty good. Bitches on My Mind. It's not amazing, but it's solid. Who Am I from TNT? Not too bad. In the Name of RLP, there's some solid tracks, and then there are a few that are not very good at all. Like Did It Like That, Toss Up, Bitches Can't Have Me. So it's a really kind of mixed album, but I think there's enough really good stuff on here to make up for it. And I think the production on the album overall is very good. There's some really good standouts on here. Rocket Deadly probably be my favorite beat on here, but yeah, title track is amazing too. Dance. There's a lot of really good productions, even on songs like Dirty Mind. The production really kind of raises songs like that to a higher level than they would be otherwise. All three guys are pretty good on here, but obviously I think TNT and Mastermind, they're very green still, so they would get a lot better with subsequent releases, and even Isham would get better too. But he's definitely the most seasoned, and I think you can tell anytime when he comes on, I think he shines, compared to Mastermind and TNT. But that's not taken away from them. It's just Isham had more experience at this point. And so main complaints: too many sex songs, too many songs, 20 tracks. It's too many. And obviously you can get away with that if your album's very dope. Multi-Killionaire from 1997 is also 20 tracks, I believe, and it's fire. So you can get away with it, but this album has too many kind of weak songs on here. But it's too long, too many sex songs, and the last thing, I wish all three guys were on more tracks together. Too many solo tracks. Mastermind has 8, TNT has 4, Isham has 2.
I know, it's a rap group, for fuck's sake. It's a trio.
Yeah. So it's there's definitely a lot of flaws in this album, but I still enjoy it. You know what I mean? Especially humble beginnings for an epic trio. These guys would go on to create some of my favorite albums ever. And Life After Death might not be up there in my opinion, but it's still worth checking out. Still some very good stuff on here. So yeah, 3.5 for me. Top 3 tracks would be Dance, Spit My Last on a Hoe, and Rocket Deadly.
Fuck yeah. I might take out fucking Life After Death and put Rocket Deadly in there too. Man.
Rocket Deadly.
Yeah,
Rocket
it's
Deadly.
So fire.
Yeah, it is. Mastermind was so good from out of the gate. Very impressive.
I agree.
And they would just get better. Really.
Oh yeah.
Blasphemy is like yeah, I mean Blasphemy is like a good solid step up. You know what I mean? Blasphemy almost feels like Life After Death, but just more refined. And with a West Coast kind of tinge to it. I always compare, Blasphemy to the West Coast. You can tell
definitely
that was a major
CMW.
That was a major influence on them. Even with songs like Stay True to Your City, sampling that Parliament and Funkadelic,
Absolutely.
And then, of course, we always talk about Do You Believe in God, which is just such an incredible,
all time, bro.
Absolutely. And then Multi-Killionaire is incredible too. I've been listening to a lot of that recently, and we'll definitely cover that at some point during the year because that celebrates its 25th. Yep. Yeah. So yeah, and Record Worldwide is incredible too. Isham, as far as like reinventing himself beat wise, incredible. Yeah. All of those albums sound completely different.
They all do, man. He was in his bag production wise. From that fucking 89 to like 99 period, he was on his shit.
Yeah, he was. And RIP to TNT, of course.
RIP TNT, for sure. Yo. There you go. Natas Life After Death. You see what I post later on in the week, what we're doing next week. Keep an eye out for that. But yeah. Shout out to the chat, man.
Natas Life After Death. Natas Life After Death.
Yeah, it's a fucking classic, bro.
Love the album cover too of them in the tunnel.
Yeah, that's fire.
Yeah, it is. It's simple, but it's dope. And then a dope picture on the back too. with them hanging out.
Yep. OG copy too. I'm glad I got that.
Yep, I got that too.
Oh yeah.
The reissue, the Gotham Overcore version, it's like the Natas logo looks a bit different. It's like embossed.
Yeah, it's like silver type.
Yeah, it looks
print.
dope. I like it.
Yeah, I prefer the OG. That's just me, but it is.
Oh,
not
yeah.
whack. It's not whack or anything.
Oh no, it's not. Those that German label Mo Beats. Anytime they reissue something, oh god, it's awful. Like all those in a minute records reissues, vomit.
Yeah, ugly
Like
as fuck.
like the Pooh Man, Ain't No Love and stuff like that. That reissue.
Oh yeah, that's fucking terrible. Like the red background,
Yeah,
other one
yeah.
with the tiny letters. Yeah, so. What's your Cash App? Fucking put it in the chat.
Life After Death actually would be dope in like a red jewel case. Like There's a Dark Side. I think that would be dope for that.
Like Darkside and Jungle Brothers, that'd be fine.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, that's fucking whack. Like I thought the fucking PS4 was fixed, but I'd have tested it to shut it off, put it back on, doing the same shit.
No, that sucks.
Yeah, it's the last thing I need, bro. It's like the main console I have. Chat's kind of dead. There's 10 people in there, but niggas is just on the low not saying shit. But shout out to y'all too. I enjoyed this. It's not one of my favorite artist albums, but there's a lot of songs in there that are fucking fire. So.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, for me as well, I think it's more fun reviewing an album like that. It's a bit more up and down in terms of quality.
Because I'm not gonna kiss everything. Everything's ass. I'm gonna be fucking, non-biased. And, give my opinion.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, celebrates its 30th anniversary on the 16th, I believe. So. Yeah, I'm glad to have covered it for sure.
Yeah, for UFC. Yeah, 10 o'clock tonight, UFC D, me, Siznak, Brooklyn Menace. We doing all the fucking Insane Clown Posse EPs. Even though Siznak said he would like to do the original tournament, I'm with him on that one. Talk about Isham and Natas and this motherfucker, RLP all day. That's my favorite shit in the underground wicked shit scene over ICP and Twisted. I worship Isham and Natas. They're the best. It's the shit in my eyes.
Is the calm being counted?
I think so. And they all like that except me, so I'm gonna shit on it.
Fair enough, yeah. Well, it's like how a lot of people seem to like tongues, but we don't. Not that much anyway.
Not that much. I like songs on it, but I don't like it as a whole. I'll keep it 1,000.
Yeah, some fire on there.
Yeah. For sure.
Resin says I like Life After Death more than most, but still my least favorite from the 90s. I feel you. I agree with you on that.
Good man, Mr. E.
Oh, Mr. E, that is dope. Yeah, that collector's edition is beautiful. Love that box set.
Yeah, likewise.
It was dope for he pressed up that Vatican mixtape as well.
Yeah, there's a song I like on there, I'm not gonna lie. It's fucking fire. I remember the line, I don't remember the name of the song. Mm-hmm. John was like, I was told by Jesus to kill the fetus. Alvin says that shit. My favorite piece of my collection now. Hell yeah. I didn't hear the new Snoop album all together. No, I haven't. But I heard one song that Battle Cat did, and it's fucking flames.
Yeah, I need to check that out.
Yeah. Back on Death Row. He owns Death Row Records now, man. He acquired Death Row. Props to Snoop, man.
That's dope.
Yo.
It's so strange. It's one of those like, I don't know. It's just one of those kind of mind blowing things, isn't it? It's like, what? Snoop owns Death Row now?
Hey, yo, Mr. E, that fucking DVD in the box set is fire.
Oh, it is, yeah.
I love that.
Speaking of that, when they're talking about Life After Death, in the background you hear like an alternate version of that beat. It's fire.
Yeah, it is. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's like a little more cleaner, upbeat.
Yes.
Bit. Yeah.
It's fire.
Yeah.
I love it.
KJ supposed to upload that. I remember he said that. I don't know how to fucking do it. I would upload
rip it and upload it. Yeah.
Yeah, because I know Joker's Gallery. You know Brandon. You know him.
Oh yeah. We did
Chain.
Alice in Chains.
Yeah, he wants to see that, and it's so fucking good. I think it's amazing.
It's really good. Yeah. Yeah, I remember watching the listening party with you and Luke and Joker's Gallery for Yum Yum Ben.
Yeah. It's not. That shit sucks. Terrible. Yeah, that DVD is fucking fire. I like the I want to say it's like Beverly kills Ira J and Shaggy.
Oh yes, introducing them.
Yeah, Isham get on the stage. That shit's fire, bro.
Yeah, because I went into that with very low expectations after death of an indie label. I thought it was going to be banana peels on the toilet again. No.
No, I was excited for that shit when niggas were talking about it, and then it comes out and says, but the DVD is so fucking good.
Oh, it's way better. It's way better.
Oh, the Fun Time guys are doing a stream? What are they doing? Is it now? I forgot about that shit. It's today? Oh, yeah, that trash. Yeah, once Fun Time plays, I'm getting off here. For sure. Man. Yeah, shout out to the heads in the chat. If I make it go an hour, then we'll bounce.
Yep, sounds good. And at some point later on in the year, I'm sure we'll do Judgment Day as well.
Absolutely, we're definitely giving niggas some RLP flavor this year.
Yep,
for sure.
Yeah, it's an important part of the channel for sure.
Oh yeah, definitely. But Terror's your favorite EP? Mine's is Tunnel of Love, hands down. That all three of those sound like shit. They need remastering. I don't know how, because Riddlebox came out in '95. That sounds beautiful, but Tunnel of Love came out the next year and it sounds like shit. I need to remaster those.
How come Malenko didn't get one?
Malenko sounds great too, but yeah,
no, but I mean like an EP.
Like a sideshow?
Yeah.
That would have been fire. Yeah, hell yeah, they should have.
Because the first three all got one, so yeah.
Yep. Checker Brothers, they got a side album. I would say Bizarre. That's their little side album, a full length album though. Oh my god. I'll be back, Ross. Give me like 2 seconds. 2 seconds.
Yeah, no problem. With Dope, Pete Rock, and CL Smooth albums, Mecca and the Silver River versus The Main Ingredient. I'd probably go with The Main Ingredient personally between those two, but I mean, they're both incredible, so can't really go wrong with either of them. Forgotten Freshness 1 and 2 was Malenko's side album. I guess so, yeah. They did come out around the same time. I enjoy how I feel like I sort of look like the dude on Terror Will Do Mystery.
Isn't that? It's like a Moby album cover, all fucking like distorted. That's what Jason.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, behind the paint. Yeah. Shout out to Mr. Motherfucking E, man. He's right with the wicked shit. Make this go an hour, then I'll have to fuck off here.
Sounds good.
There's a white dude. Oh, that's from a movie. What up, Gruff?
What's up, Gruff?
A nigga Gruff, man. Nah, Grim Malenko. That's what I don't like about my vinyl collection. I have everything except for Malenko, Shangri-La, and motherfucking Riddlebox, bro.
They're expensive, right?
Yeah. It's so crazy. Before I started collecting vinyl, I could have got Ringmaster. I'm not Ringmaster, Riddlebox.
Mm-hmm.
But I said, nah, I'm not going to get that. But like, I could have. It was like $20. That was crazy.
Yeah.
Man.
That's what's up, mister.
Oh, yeah. Romantic care days, bro. Straight up. Yeah, Beverly Hills is hard to get now, too. I could have got that, too. It's hard to get now as well. Oh, Jesus. For this? Oh, good. I'm glad they're not performing yet. Got some whack openers on there.
Yeah, it's usually the case, isn't it?
Yeah, Funtime guys are the fucking truth, man. For that shout out they gave me before we get out of here. What the fuck is it at? Where's it at? Share the screen. I need Malenko over the Buck Shangri-La and Jekyll Brothers. I got Jekyll Brothers for my nigga Still City Dahmer, fellow Bender boy.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, Just Ice. I know who he is. I don't really fuck him like that.
I remember hearing a few songs and thinking I quite like them. Like,
Yeah.
but yeah, I don't have any albums or anything.
Thank you, Mike Sears. Yo, Mike. Fucking, shout out to you, dog. Fucking, watched your fucking shit, or the 5-piece shit, and all I took away from it is that, yo, you come around us, I'm gonna hug you, dog.
He's gonna hug you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck him, dude.
Yeah.
He ain't hit you up.
Yeah.
I'll hug you, dog.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Yeah.
I get it. I'm not whipstick, and I'm not as lyrically gifted.
Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
But for real.
How are you gonna fucking air this man out? Like,
Nah, for real. It's like, every time I see that dude, I'm like, I just want to hug that dude.
hey, did you know that?
Shout out to fucking 8 Legs and Whipstick.
That's dope.
Yeah, he's pissed that Whipstick's my favorite, so he's like, yeah, I'm not Whipstick. I'm not
That's cool.
They're signed to fucking Allah Zulu. To me, they're like the most evil shit since Natas. You feel me?
Oh yeah, yeah.
I love them niggas, man. My favorite shit in the Wicket Shit period right now. I need Malenko. Oh, I read that already. Yeah, for some reason, Malenko just shot the fuck right up. Don't know why.
Yeah, you know how it is. Everything just jumps up in price for no good reason.
Yeah. And Shangri-La, that was always fucking expensive. Always.
Yeah, I remember you saying about that before.
Yeah. Now imagine fucking if Natas did like a Do You Believe fucking like blue vinyl or something. That'd be fire, bro. Yeah.
Yeah, Esham's not in the vinyl, is he?
No, he's not. He even said he's not. Yeah.
That's interesting, of him being a producer and everything. You'd think he would be.
Hey, yo, Mr. E, I hate that fucking 30 years logo. I always hated that shit. If it didn't have the logo on it, it'd be fire without it, for sure. But yo, gonna get out of here, man. Thanks for the chat.
Yeah, shout out to you.
Follow me on my social medias. You'll be seeing what we got next. You'll see it on YouTube. If you're subscribed, you'll see it. We got next week. And on that note, Natas Life After Death, 1992. We out this bitch. See ya.
Have a good one, guys.
Yeah.